What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that red button down below and subscribe to the channel. And if you guys are enjoying this one, go ahead, be sure to leave a big like on this video and comment down below. Today we are down here at the pond. We are going to be doing a little bit of fishing. It is like 4 days before Christmas right now, and it is like 50 degrees here, and that's pretty good weather for December around here. So I'm actually out here doing a little bit of fishing today, and I have also got some brand new baits that have just come out. I have not even taken these things out of the package, and we're going to use these baits and see if we can catch a fish on every single bait that I just got. So let's go ahead, open this bad boy up right here and see what we got. All right, so my peoples over at 6th Sense sent me this little care package right here, and these are the new 6th Sense baits that have just come out. Number one, we are going to start off with the whale. This thing looks awesome. This is just a big boot tail or paddle tail swim bait. They sent me white, which is awesome. That's going to be actually great for this pond today. I'm really excited, and we also, I forgot to mention, we have 3 rods right here. So we're going to rig up a bait on every single rod. So yeah. The next bait is going to be the hog wallow. This right here is a creature bait. It is similar to like a brush hog or something like that. And 6th Sense has yet to come out with one of these. This is our first one ever. And I'm really excited to fish with this thing. They usually work really well in this pond, so I'm super excited. We've got 2 different colors in that. This is a bluegill color. I think that's a California color. And then I'm super excited for these. These are the new fluke style baits, the soft jerk baits. And this is called the flush. These things look awesome. This is, I mean, this is honestly, like, in an unbiased opinion, these are the best looking flukes on the market. I mean, they have realistic fins. Just like, these things look awesome. Just wait till we get these things out of the package. I've got some white, and then I've got some natural bluegill color. We're probably gonna stick with the white today, but both of these colors are gonna work amazing. Let's go ahead and get these things out of the packages, get them rigged up onto the rods, and get them thrown out into the water. All right, we're gonna go ahead, switch on over to the chest camera now. I've got 3 rods, like I said, and I've got them all rigged up a little bit differently. We'll go ahead and pick this one up first. This is a Texas rig rod. So the only thing that I'm gonna be putting on here is the creature bait. We'll go ahead and throw one of those on here, but I've just got a little standard 1/4 ounce Texas rig. There's a lot of grass and stuff in this pond, so it's gonna be a little difficult to throw this on the bottom. It's probably gonna get a lot of grass, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna probably try it a little bit anyways. This will be able to get us out there on the bottom where those fish are probably gonna be holding at. So we're gonna go ahead and rig one of these things up. I would love to have a black and blue color of this, but I really don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this color. It's a little dark on this side, and the other side it's lighter. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. I think it's gonna work out perfectly. So we're gonna go ahead and rig one of these up. I mean, it's gonna be absolutely killer. Look at that thing. That thing just looks awesome. So that is rod number 1 right there. Rod number 2, we have a weightless setup with just a hook. And what I can throw on this is I can actually, honestly, I could throw all 3 of these if I wanted to, but my preferred bait is going to be either the flush or going to be another one of these. These are actually very good. Like brush hog style creature baits are very good weightless. A lot of people don't fish them that way, but they can actually work very well. But since we have one of those on the Texas rig, we're gonna start off with a flush on there. And look at this thing. That thing just looks so awesome. I know this thing has got to get eaten. Like, if I have confidence in any bait today, it's this bad boy right here. I know this thing has got to get eaten. This thing is super cool too. Most of the flukes usually on the top just have like a little, it's just flat over the top, but this actually has a fin, and the fin is split open to fit your hook in there. That is like the coolest thing ever. Like, that is so cool. I love that. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get this thing thrown out there here in a minute. And then our last rod is going to be a swim bait rod. This is a little 1/4 ounce belly weighted hook. I usually would go with a little bit of a heavier weight just because this is a decent sized swim bait, but I kind of want to fish this thing really slow because it is winter and the fish really aren't moving that great. So we're gonna throw this thing on a 1/4 ounce. So that way, hopefully the fish are able to see it and hear it and everything a little bit better, and hopefully we'll actually get one on it. So we're gonna rig this thing up on this 6th Sense hook. Looking great. Honestly, I could probably use a bigger hook than this, but this is what I could find, so this is what we're gonna roll with. And there we go. That is our swim bait setup right there. This thing looks amazing too. I know that this thing's gonna get eaten. I'm actually pretty confident today. I haven't really been confident the last couple times I've been fishing, but today I'm feeling good. These new baits have me amped up. I'm ready to catch something big. Haven't been fishing these ponds much, so the fish should be hungry. At least that's what I'm hoping. So let's go ahead and clean up our mess, get it all thrown back in the bag, go ahead and start fishing. If you guys do want to check out any of these new baits and any of the hooks like swim bait hook and Y-gap hooks that I'm using, you guys can go in the description down below. I've got them linked all down there. And if you use my code ADUB10, you get 10% off. So if you guys need to buy any of this stuff, which you need to because these things are freaking sick, use that code and you will save some money and it helps me out. So be sure to go ahead and check everything out in the description below. Also, a quick shout out to 6th Sense. They actually have a 6-sack, which is like a mystery tackle box or something like that. It's a subscription based sack, and they actually send them in these bags. That way you can use the bag. So that is like so smart. Like I can carry this around the pond perfectly, and then if I need to like set my camera down, I can set it down on top of my little bag. Like this thing just works out perfect. So shout out to those guys for thinking about a bag. That is so much smarter than just using a little cardboard box, because you actually get to put this thing to use. That's enough talking. Let's go ahead and get out there in the water. I think I'm gonna walk down here to this other corner. This is kind of my little fire spot down here. At least it usually is. So we're gonna go down here and see. The water is actually really high right now. Everything's a little flooded, and this corner puts in fresh water. So there should be fish stacked up down here. I think throwing one of these slow baits in there, they're gonna probably munch it. All right, so this pond is actually like super muddy right now. So it's definitely gonna be a little bit tougher because it's gonna be hard for them to find the baits. And since I'm talking about how it's gonna be hard for them to find it, I think we're gonna start off with the old paddle tail, because this thing moves water. I haven't even thrown this yet. This is my first look at it, but I know this thing has just got to move the water. Yeah, that thing kicks. This thing actually works perfectly on this 1/4 ounce because, oh my gosh, there's a popper right there. Look at that, somebody lost a popper right there. I'm about to snag that thing, but this thing just goes perfectly. And then if you kill it, it kind of just glides down. It honestly reminds me of a mag draft, just a smaller version. And I really think this thing's gonna work amazing. Like this thing looks so good. Like it has to get eaten. Let me check my drag real quick. Yeah, we're good. I got a feeling when we get a bite on this thing, it's gonna be a big old donkey. It's gonna be a full-grown LMB. This thing looks so good. Like it looks so good. Like I'm convinced that we're gonna catch something on this thing today. Haven't fished here in like weeks, so I really don't know what they're doing. Kind of just trying to figure them out. That was a bite. I just had a bite. That was definitely a bite, 100%. It must have hit the tail. Dang it, dude. If it doesn't hit on this cast, I'm gonna throw in that fluke right out there. Let it float to the bottom. That old flush. Oh my gosh, it just picked me up again. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, it just had me and then it just came off. There's no way. No way, dude. What the heck? It had me and then it started running towards me, so it put slack in my line. And then I pulled into it and it just wasn't there. Honestly, I probably need to throw this on a different rod too. This is kind of like a crankbait rod. It's probably not great for this swim bait, but I still should have hooked up on that. Wow, that was the first hookup we had of the day. Well, we didn't even hook up, but first like solid commitment bite. All right, we're gonna put this thing down for a second. We're gonna pick up the flush. The old flusher rooster. We're gonna try this thing. I don't know how well it's gonna cast, because I normally don't throw weightless baits on this rod, but oh yeah, that thing looks good. Yeah. Oh dude, I can sling this thing. I'm gonna try throwing this thing around a little bit of grass. That wasn't really where I wanted it, but we'll roll with it. We're going to move locations because my neighbor is having his yard weed eater right now. So don't really want to get in that guy's way, so we're gonna go right here and try a little bit. And then after that guy leaves, we'll go back over there. Okay, nice. This is actually where my my PB came from for a while. Caught like a 7-pounder down here. And that was my biggest for the longest time, and it was right here in this spot. I think it was in the summer, but still, good spot for sure. Oh my gosh. No way, not again, dude. How? How? That was another one. Another one just grabbed me right there and was taking it. And then I just missed it. I'm probably just gonna be stubborn and keep it on this rod, but if I miss another one, I'm gonna change it up to my crush. Because that is just ridiculous. There's no reason why I should be missing that many fish. No reason why. And they're probably good fish too. There's another one. Oh, could have swore that was a fish. All right, so we just switched over that swim bait over to this crush. This is just a heavier action rod, so it's got more backbone. So hopefully next time I get a bite, I don't lose the fish. Hopefully. That's what we're going for. Because I've missed 2 or 3 and they were probably all decent fish, so don't want that to happen again. So we're throwing it on this rod now. There it is. Got him finally. Finally got one. I thought that one came off too at first. Goodness gracious, man. Finally, thank you. Jeez, it's about time. It is about time that I finally got one to eat and got hooked. Not a bad fish. I mean, that's probably about 1.5 pounds. Very, very white colored. That's because it's in this muddy water. And because it's cold. He jacked up my swim bait a little bit, so we just might have to get a new one of these. I don't know, we're gonna see if we can do a little bit of repair work to this thing. We're gonna try it like this. I actually just bit the head off a little bit. That way I could screw it on there again from where that fish messed me up. And it should give me about the same action. The only thing is the head's gonna be a little bit different, but it's still the same general profile and presentation. A little bit smaller, but I don't think that's really going to matter too much. The main thing about this bait is that boot tail that's kicking in this muddy water. I think that's how they're able to find it and eat it, is because it's pushing so much water with that boot tail. All right, we tried our hardest, caught one fish, but we're going to go back out tomorrow or the next day. I'm actually about to go deer hunting, so I have to go ahead, go inside, put on my camo, get ready, go deer hunting. But tomorrow I will come back out. I think it's supposed to be nice tomorrow as well. Then we're going to be good. We can throw that swim bait on that heavier rod and then hopefully hook up on those fish. There's somebody over there fishing right now, so I'm going to leave him be. And I'm going to go deer hunting. So I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow or the next day or the next day or the next day or whenever. All right, boys, back at it again. This is day 2. And I think I have a game plan for today that's going to work much better. So I'm going to go ahead and set you guys down real quick. And I'm going to explain myself a little bit. All right, so yesterday, they were really keying in on this bait right here. This is the whale. This is the big boot tail swim bait. And I've actually went ahead and added a blade to the bottom of this thing. I'm not really sure how well it's going to do, but we're going to try it at least. It's removable. I just kind of found it laying around in the garage, and we're going to try that little blade on there. And hopefully that blade is going to put off some flash and vibration so they can find it a little bit easier, maybe entice them to bite. And I'm also going to look for some chartreuse dye to dip this tail. All right, so we found the dye. I know this is really dark, but I really don't have any other place to put the camera. But this is called Spike It. This is just like a chartreuse dye, and it smells like garlic. So it's got the scent, and it's got the color. So we're just going to take this, and we're going to take our swim bait, which this swim bait was already torn up from yesterday, so I don't really want to ruin a new swim bait, but we're going to take this one. We're just going to take the tail and just dip the tail in the chartreuse. That adds that color, which is going to show up better in the muddy water, and it's going to add that scent, which will hopefully entice them to bite even better and probably hold on to it for longer. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to go over to the pond, we're going to give that a shot. All we're going to do today is bring this one rod, and if I just start catching the heck out of them, I might come back and grab a different rod, but I'm not sure how they're going to be biting, but we're going to go ahead, give this thing a shot, and see what happens. Let's go ahead, go over to the pond, see if we can catch one. All right, we're pulling up again. No weed eater man today, so hopefully it's going to be a little quiet. It is a little windy today, so I apologize if the audio gets bad. I have these little furry things on my GoPro. They're supposed to help, but we'll see if they actually do. I'm just gonna do a little test cast, see how this thing looks. The blade doesn't look like it's spinning that great, but I think it is some. So we're just gonna go ahead, we're gonna try it. Might as well try it, it won't hurt, I don't think. And if we don't get bit, we'll change up to how we were doing it yesterday. But we're gonna try it like this first, see what happens. I think this bank down here is going to be good. There's a lot of structure down here, and the wind is pushing up on it, so I think it could be good. I think there could be some stacked up down here. The only bad thing is it's in the shade. I really don't think they're going to be in the shade, but hopefully they'll be sitting on that cover. There he is. That's a better fish. That's a better fish. Probably about a 2.5, 3 pounder, I think. Oh yeah, that's a decent fish. Yes, dude, finally. I hope she's hooked up good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. On the whale, baby. She's fighting pretty good. Oh yeah, that's a nice fish. That's a nice fish. Yeah, there we go. Check that out. Not as big as I thought. Good 2 pounder, 2.25 pounder. She's barely hooked right to the inside of the mouth, but she ate that thing, dude. I mean, she ate it for sure. That's crazy. That's awesome. At least we could get one today. She's a healthy fish too. She's been eating pretty good. Beautiful fish on the whale. Starting to lose confidence, but now I just got my confidence back. First fish today was on the whale with the little homemade rig I set up. Go let that girl go. There she goes. That was like second or third cast down here in this corner. So we've still got plenty more casts to make down here to hopefully get one. Get one that's a little bit bigger. I thought that one was pretty decent sized when I hooked her, but she wasn't as big as I thought. Still a fish though. That was right over there, kind of near the bank on some structure. She smoked it. So we're gonna throw over here a couple more times, see if we can get another one over here on this bank with all this grass and wood on it. I'm hoping we can. I would love to catch another one. That was a great cast. If it doesn't get hung. That's not good. Dang, I just broke off, dude. I just broke off, and guess what? I do not have any more hooks. which means we have got to go back to the hizzy and get a hook. I don't think I have a blade either, so that's great. Frustrating. I want to catch one more fish though. I feel like 3 is a good number. So we're gonna go back, we're gonna re-rig up, and then we're gonna go fish the other pond. We actually moved up to this other pond. Yesterday we caught a fish in the pond down there, and today we caught a fish in this pond. So I'm gonna go back down there and throw in that spot where I caught one yesterday, because I didn't catch one there yet today. So we're gonna go re-rig up, get another hook, get another swim bait. All right, we'll rig back up. We've got a different hook style on here. It still has a blade, just has a smaller silver blade on there. Still a 1/4 ounce hook, round bend instead of a wide gap, but it should work. So we're gonna throw this thing around. We're not gonna put any chartreuse on there yet, because honestly yesterday I had more bites with just the white. So we're gonna give it a shot down here, see if we can pull out one more fish, because I would love to at least catch 3. I know it's really tough fishing right now, but I feel like we can grind out 3 bites. Oh my gosh. Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. No way, dude. What the crap? Are you kidding me? Dude, that's a good one. Oh my gosh. What the heck, dude? I can't believe that. That's a 4-pounder. Right there. Look at that, bait just fell out. Look at that. The bait just fell out. She was hooked right there. That is crazy, dude. That is insane. Okay, so yeah, that would be our 3rd fish. That's a healthy one too. Those are the ones that you normally catch during the winter, is big healthy girls like that. That is a good solid 4-pounder. That is so awesome. I'm so excited to catch one like that. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna put her back right here. Go ahead, let her go back. There she goes. That is very cold water. That's crazy. I was reeling it right here. She picked it up. I thought she did, but then I kept reeling because it kind of started coming towards me, and then she started going to the side. As soon as I set the hook, she was over here, and then I just had to pull her right here and flip her in. That was like so crazy. That was like a 3-second catch. It was so quick. So quick. But that is very exciting. That is why they call this the whale, because it catches whales. All right, that's a wrap. I hope that all of you enjoyed this video. If you guys did, be sure to go ahead, leave a big like, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys enjoyed, and be sure that you're subscribed to the channel. We'll catch you guys in the next episode. Go catch them.